What's up, my dear Scorpios? Welcome back to my channel. Sorry for my weird setup today. It's like super hot where I am, but I feel very drawn to do your Scorpio reading. So watch if you're Sun Scorpio, Moon in Scorpio, or Rising in Scorpio. This is Western and Kabbalistic astrology that I practice on this channel. If you want to study my astrology system with me that I have practiced now for almost 10 years, check out my astrology courses. The links are going to be down below. We are launching also an intermediate level of astrology in September, so this is going to be very much deep techniques. The course that's available now is for absolute beginner, so if you're absolute beginner, check it out. If you want something more advanced, where I teach you really advanced techniques, synastry, different techniques that I use, check out also the course that's going to be launching in September. It's going to open proper registration soon. And anyway, guys, let's get started. The energy been really heavy because, well, South Node has passed through the galactic center, which is like this, 0 point, the universal womb, if you want to call it. It's this very big cycle of our, in a way, karma, if you want to put this, that is being ended. Our big loops, I would say, like energetically, are being closed. So whether it's about relationships, or for Scorpios, it has to do a lot with maybe certain things that you value and you've put a lot of effort into. You might have felt recently like you need to give something up before something bigger is gonna come. Of course, we also have pretty much all planets either moving really slow or completely stop, and the only planet that's moving fast right now is Mercury, which is in the sign of Leo. So the way to get where you want right now is to speak your truth, to see how what you're doing right now is aligning with your bigger mission in life. How do you want to be seen? Who do you want to become in this lifetime? Where is your pride? Speaking with pride, knowing your worth is what's gonna pay off right now. There is something to say here about feeling this nervous exhaustion, feeling like you're trying to make a move. We have Ace of Pentacles in between, and Six of Pentacles. You're trying to make a move, but it's like if you go right now just thinking, trying to figure it out logically instead of going with your heart, it's almost like you cannot make a decision. You keep questioning yourself about something. There is also an element of all of this where you just feel like you might be surrounded by like draining people. There's something also about your throat chakra, or just your throat and ability to speak, where you feel like there's things you want to say, there's things you want to express, but you cannot find a way how. It's almost like you keep thinking about something, but all you need is to just like say something, maybe not even to anyone but to yourself. And the moment you say, the moment you liberate this energy, you experience this breakthrough. I hope it makes sense what I'm saying. It's like you've been trying so hard to figure it out, but it's almost like there is this moments of understanding that something in your physical reality is going to change to reflect the deeper truth of who you are. It's almost like you haven't been yourself for the longest time and you know it. It's like you've been trying to maybe play it light and keep it simple. I think I've seen this energy in other Scorpio readings before, so this is not something new I'm seeing. I'm also seeing that you are becoming very aware of energetic vampires. Like you started to understand why at times you're feeling drained, why at times you're not feeling like you're able to manifest what you actually want in your life, why sometimes you're just in a space where you feel blocked, and it has nothing to do with your inability to manifest. It has to do with people who've been taking your energy and people who've been using you, like they've been using your life force energy to serve themselves. Like they've been using your passion, they've been using your maybe talents or skills without giving back. And it could manifest, of course, as a general reading, it could manifest for different Scorpios in different ways. There is something to say here about feeling like you literally in your throat, you feel like there is something that needs to be liberated. I recommend for those of you who practice your own cleansing, oral cleansing energy, when you do your meditations, or even if you do Palo Santo, sage, or work with energetic healer, focus on this area, because it seems for Scorpios right now, it makes sense also with South Node, the galactic center in second house for Scorpios. It's like it's something here that needs to be liberated. If you're doing any kind of shamanic work, if you're doing any kind of deep transformative work, even working with, like I personally work with Kabbalistic tools, there is different scanning meditation to liberate your body from darker energy. But there is many other ones, even in yoga, there is practices to liberate this part of your body. Focus here, and they say focus on the throat. Watch out for your throat as well. We have Ace of Pentacles, Tower at the bottom. I feel like you start to understand, okay, this card's gonna come out. Ace of Pentacles, upright. We also have here Seven of Wands reversed. We have the Magician, and we have the King of Swords. I feel like you start to understand that what you want, the price, the ultimate fulfillment, the ultimate abundance, the success that you've been, like, you know that this is a success you kept walking towards for a while. And I'll give you advice with something. Even though there is this desire for some of you to give up right now, and this is not even my opinion, but with astrology, channeling and talking about astrology, the one who wins this kind of competition or race or whatever it is the one with Capricorn energy who stays on track till the end. There are a lot of people around you who are trying to confuse you, a lot of different energies who try to confuse you and send you in the wrong direction. You sometimes even get confused, and if you go too much in your head space, you might feel that this is your own thoughts. But a lot of these thoughts, I feel like, are not even yours. They are from different people who have different perception and different expectation of what they believe your life should be like. There is a lot of people who found the great opportunity, almost like a treasure in you, where they found how through using you, they can fulfill their dreams. So whether it's a boss who knows your talent, they don't let you go your own path and have your own greatness, but they would rather have you work for them. Whether it's a partner like this who is also knowing that with you they can become everything, but they don't want to really give anything back. They just want to use you as this trampoline to their own dreams. Whether it's even people, if you are in any kind of healer work, if you are in any kind of profession where you help others, of course there's people who appreciate your help, but there's also people who somehow saw the greatness in you, who saw the wisdom, the depth, all the Scorpio, Scorpios can be either completely miserable people or can be someone who is meant for greatness. The problem becomes when Scorpios sell themselves short. That's when they don't get any greatness, because they become a puppet in someone's agenda, and this is absolutely worse. So many people figured out how full of potential you are, and some of you could have Taurus placement, but doesn't have to be. We will have North Node in the sign of Scorpio, North Node in the sign of Taurus, South Node in the sign of Scorpio in 2020, end 2021, beginning 2022. But what I want to say here is that I don't know how it happens to you, Scorpios, but there is an element, and some of you get very paranoid. I know it. You got used by someone or whatever. I want to say that first time ever, I actually see that you are not being delusional about it. You are not being too suspicious about it, but you could be actually right. When you feel in your heart, not with your mind, but in your heart, in your Scorpio gut, which is your strongest, not necessarily your mind. For Scorpios, they could have powerful mind, but there could be influences sometimes that disrupt that a little bit. Especially right now with all this Saturn, Jupiter, Pluto, there's a lot going on in your mind. You sometimes can't feel like you're fully in control. But I want to say that there is something that you felt recently. You were right about it. And with the Seven of Wands reversed, this has a lot to do with a certain door being closed for you before. Now this door becomes opened. It's just for you a matter of understanding where you've been trying to go, what you've been trying to do. You have to open that door that was closed for you for so long. I don't know, it's a very mystical message, but they say that it's almost like there is something which you've been trying to open for the longest time. You've been knocking, and people around you have convinced you that that's okay if that door doesn't open. That's okay if this is all you're ever gonna be. But the trick here is that you kind of listened to it. I'm not sure why did you listen to people who told you to dilute yourself or whatever. It's almost like somebody saw your greatness, and because they saw your greatness, they tried to convince you are not as capable, or you are not destined for what you're destined, and you should play yourself small. There is an element of that. I don't know if for some of you it's also been in the third house. You've been way too much confused by associates and neighbors, brothers, sisters, siblings, friends, and their opinions of what things need to be like. It's almost like you get these moments of just speaking your truth, being yourself, remembering who you are really, and then you get distracted. It's not even, it's not even misled. You get distracted a lot. That's what I think it is, and it's been, I think, like this for past few years for sure. For the past year at least, but for the past few years for sure. You get distracted with all this mental stimulation, and the thing is, you could be closer than ever to the actual ultimate manifestation of your destiny. And our purpose in this world, if we have one, right, is to become the greatest version of what we can be. Just for every person it's a different thing. So for you here, it's not about, how to explain this even, oh my god, your reading today is very powerful, but it's about you remembering yourself in those moments when you just known how much you're capable of, and you've known that you are someone who doesn't need to care about all the noise around you. Like, people don't like you anyway. You can try to make yourself as likable as you as you can, and it's just, the thing is, if you're a Scorpio dominant person, people will never like you. You will never be this popular, shining, whatever thing. But you don't have to be, because you might not be this like teddy bear Barbie doll, but you could become somebody great if you truly fulfill your purpose. Somebody who people, they hear your name, they see, like, it doesn't matter if you are accountant, or it doesn't matter if you're business owner, it doesn't matter if whatever it is, but people could hear your name and they'd be like, oh, this person, yeah, I definitely respect them. I might not like them, but I respect them. There is something about you maybe losing this very strong identity that you once had. And once again, it has a lot to do with this something here where you probably didn't have a good boundary. You let people in who were never supposed to come in through the door, and now you start to understand something about this. With the Magician card here, you have the capacity right now to manifest your vision in life for who you want to be, where you want to go, what you want to become. It's a matter of understanding. It's almost like somebody is trying to mislead you. This is a crazy reading. It's almost like there is some force out there that's trying to mislead you, that you don't have what it takes, or that you are losing. Well, in fact, you're closest to victory that you ever been. It could be business competitors, it could be people. I'll be honest with you, once again, I'm never meant to scare you. I'm very careful when I say these kind of things, but I do think that some of the people, either in your business or in whatever you are, work with darker entities, with some kind of not good things. I don't think you are like that, because the true greatness doesn't have to sell themselves cheap like that. Like, I heard somebody yesterday saying how they sold their soul for popularity, and I was like, really? Like, it's so cheap, and you are not like that. That you can have more, but the thing is, it's almost like there's all these forces, and it might be connected to your competitors, might be, but it's not about that. Even your competitors, or even this whole world, is from the dark forces and the light forces. They do exist. Whoever will try to tell you that, oh, dark forces is just part, they're so nice. No, this person never studied true occult. This person never understood real mysticism. It's probably somebody who just watched YouTube videos, and this is where their knowledge of spirituality came from. There are dark forces, truly, they do exist, and probably my video will not get discovered because I say these things on YouTube. It's gonna get censored. So try to share this message, try to support this video in whichever way you can. But there are truly these dark forces, which agenda is to, really, it's not about creating any kind of bad situations in your life, God forbid. It's not about that. The only agenda of dark force is to steal the light of your soul. Is to steal, like, We have this purpose when we come into this world to reveal all the sparks of our soul, to remove all the baggage, and to connect to the greatest version of who we can be, the hidden potential, not just the obvious, not just, oh, you're pretty, not just, oh, you're smart, not just, oh, you're spiritual, not like that. I'm talking about connecting to the hidden potential, the 20% hidden potential, and something I actually recently learned myself, which is your greatest manifestation in this world, and also this 20% of light that is not revealed, that is concealed, that is also able to manifest the great victory of light in this world and the great transformation into the true age of Aquarius, into true, if you want to call it, Moshiach consciousness in the world. But the distraction of the dark force has to do nothing with you becoming a bad person or doing this or that. It has to do with you forgetting your true potential and who you were meant to be. And in your case right now, what I feel like this distraction of the dark force is trying to do, they're trying to somehow convince you that you're far from your victory, that you're far from manifesting your true destiny, while in fact you're the closest you've ever been, and you actually have, it's almost like even if you're not exactly where you want to be yet, you have all the elements in front of you, and you have connection to spirit, connection to infinity. It's almost just a matter of you right now connecting to your heart and the truth, remembering the ancient wisdoms, remembering the wisdom that your soul knows, connecting to that. And from that point onward, making a decision, what are you creating? How are you stepping into this world of this ultimate greatness you know you always were meant for? We have here the King of Swords. I want to clarify this card. Let us clarify this card, King of Swords. Wow, today, and I was, I was going to go to the beach while there's still not too busy. But I was like, I have to do Scorpio reading right now. I just really feel called to do it. We also have here the Hanged Man, the Star. Interesting, and the Empress. Ace of Cups at the bottom. The truth is that with this King of Swords energy, this is the energy, I think, you've been feeling this weird feeling of like ending. Maybe there's been a relationship even that ended in your life. Maybe there's been people. Maybe there's been like people who were not letting you in, whether emotionally, romantically, in your career. And there were a lot of things which just you felt like you didn't have control, you had to let go of. But it's interesting because right after this Hanged Man, we have the Star and the Empress, which is your ultimate fame, recognition, it's your ultimate healing. For those who don't resonate with fame, it's your full connection to the path you are meant to be on and being the highest, best version of who you were meant to be. With the Empress, it is also abundance, your connection to feminine energy, to creative energy of the universe. You doing something really big in your life and being in such kind of power where whenever these opposing forces try to come at you, try to do whatever their agenda is, try to disrupt what you are doing in some kind of way, they cannot even enter because you now entered you put yourself in such a way of high frequency. These lower, darker vibrational entities that have been trying to distract you, they can't even enter. It's like the energy becomes around you so holy, if you want to call it this way, that all that junk and all that energy of chaos, it cannot exist there. It just can't. It cannot exist there. And there is something here about, I think this is interesting. These two cards are in the corners of your reading, right and left, and this King of Swords with the Hanged Man are in the center. I'll be very honest with you, even though I don't feel like this reading is about love so much, I feel for a lot of you, the key to whatever it is you're in between two worlds state is right now, the key is some kind of love relationship or some kind of person who deeply hurt you in your life. With the King of Swords, there was someone who just cut you off, and it was a person who you were trying to break. You were trying to enter that door to having love with this person, but this person has never let you in. And this has, in a way, confused you and made you lose your confidence in yourself, not just in love, in other things. Even though you did and you tried to focus, I think, on your career, on your purpose, on other things, something about the lost sparks of your light when it comes to this person and what you experience with them is key to how you could have the absolute fulfillment in your life. There is this person with the King of Swords here is the key, and there's something about the Seven of Wands reversed to the Hanged Man, something about a completion of a cycle and some kind of boundary being, like some kind of border being like open. We have the Ace of Cups at the bottom, which is very interesting. Let me just take one more card. We're gonna take this to the extended as well. It's a crazy reading. We have 10 of Cups, and again Ace of Cups at the bottom. It has to do with love and with your connection to love, how you look at love right now, which maybe is something, I don't want to say that's blocking you, but there is a key in something about this to fulfill your true like manifestation of everything, because you're so close to something here. You're close to the ultimate why you were on this path, whatever this journey was. I feel like for some of you it's a journey of long time, 7 years for some people. I see for some people maybe like anywhere from, honestly, from 3 to 10, maybe even 12 years, but I see 7 especially important. So what is it now? 2013, something that happened in 2013. And interestingly enough, we right now have North Node in Gemini, and in 2012, 2013 we had South Node in Gemini. So something about the cycles. Anyway, the link to the extended is going to be down below if you're resonating with this energy. We'll take a look what's happening also with love in your life. We'll take a look at what is really blocking you, and we'll take a look at what can you do to transform all of this. I'll take also additional cards about love, anything else. Link to the extended is going to be down below. Don't forget to check out my astrology course. I will really love to see you there, guys. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram. And it's Astro in Wonderland, just like this channel. Check out my new videos. There is a little bit of reconstruction on my channel. Don't get freaked out. All the videos are still there. They're just organized in different playlists. We will be just reorganizing some things. There is a lot of reconstruction going on, so but don't freak out. All Scorpio videos, you just need to click on playlists and you will find them there. If you like this video, please guys, don't forget to put like, to comment, to subscribe to my channel, enable ring notifications, share this video if you can, because honestly, for whenever I make videos, world predictions, anything like that, whenever I speak the truth, whenever I speak about dark entities and try to raise awareness about this, it's been really affecting my channel really negatively. It is true, like there is, for whatever reason, YouTube doesn't want certain things to be talked about. I'm not sure why. There's far more controversial things that people post on this platform, and somehow it's okay. I don't know, just try to help me if you can, guys. I will really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk soon. Bye bye.